She knows what she's doing, and she's doing what she's doing because she's a narcissist and she's punishing her fan. She knows a large part of her fan base is queer, and she cannot be introspective and realize that the standard of the music that she's put out has, continued to deteriorate ever since she, I don't know, broke up with Safari. And so she blames her fans, her queer fans, who have not sufficiently been her crutch throughout the continued slow decline of her writing, of her music, of her abilities. And that now she is punishing her queer fans for that, for not going hard enough, for not letting her stay number one with no real effort, for letting these other young girls overtake her. She believes she is entitled to remain better than these girls, of course. And yeah.
You know what's funny? People get on here talking about Nicki Minaj like they actually know her. You really get on here, sitting here and say, yeah, I know Nicki Minaj, and this is the reason why she's punishing people. You don't know anything about Nicki Minaj. It's funny where Nicki Minaj is coming out to speak about real issues. Joining the Republican Party, maybe because they align more with their goals, maybe because boys should be boys, maybe because we need to have people that's going to be in government that actually care about people doing things the right way. Maybe we need to have people that's going to conserve the American way. But a lot of people get mad at Nicki Minaj and say, oh, well, she's this and she's that. But what do you guys want her to do? You guys want her just to shake her ass on stage? See, you guys wasn't saying nothing about Megan Thee Stallion. She was shaking her ass during Kamala's being ran for president. I don't like when people, downplay people or talk shit about people that's doing the right thing and talking about real issues. Nicki Minaj she's just talking about things of substance, and you guys can't comprehend that. That's basically what it is. You guys can't comprehend what she's saying because you don't want to, or you're not smart enough to comprehend what she says. A lot of people that are jumping off the Nicki Minaj train are people with very little substance. Are people that's really out here finding a reason to be mad about somebody that's a celebrity, but that's somebody that's talking about real issues. And say, oh, she's broke, she's got problems, her husband this, her husband that. If I'm looking at somebody talking about real issues, then I look at somebody talking about that person that's talking about real issues, who's the one I don't want to be around? The person that's talking shit. You talking shit about this woman and you know nothing about her. Did she come out and say these things that you guys are saying? No. You guys are talking like you know her. I know why she do it. Now she's punishing her because her weak album sales, this and that. This woman got 220 million followers on Instagram. She got millions. She's not broke. She's doing her thing. But what it is though, I can tell you exactly what Nicki Minaj, so that I think that she's doing. I just think that she's talking about real shit because she got a kid that's going out into this world and she wants this world to be a better place. Maybe that's it. Maybe she just sees the world as kind of fucked up. We got politicians that want you to change your kid's sex before they turn 18. We got a crazy world that we living in, but you guys can't understand why she's fighting and talking about real things now because you guys don't have any substance yourself. That's basically what it is. You'd rather get on here and talk about Nicki Minaj than talk about your life or get your life together. That's the funny part. Y'all life is so messed up. Y'all got so many demons in y'all closet, but y'all don't want to fix that. Y'all want to get on social media and talk about Nicki Minaj. What's funny is that what they said now she's number one on Apple iTunes. People rocking with her music. Yeah, because she done found now another audience of people that got common sense. Common sense will always prevail. It will always prevail, I'm telling you.
I really do think that she is blaming her queer fans for not maintaining her relevancy, her status. And so is now punishing them. I think if she was still, popular and could still write a hit, she would not be doing this. She's honestly very Jeffree Star adjacent in the sense that Jeffree Star is also a grifter for the right now because being a continuously nasty person does not actually buy you any favors with people that have a soul. Leftists tend to have a limit to how disgusting you get to be, whereas very right-wing people don't really have that. You can be anywhere from a kind, good-hearted person to a genocidal maniac, and it's sort of all a vibe. People like Jeffree Star, like Nicki Minaj, these deeply narcissistic individuals are always going to do whatever is best for themselves, no matter who they have to sell out in the process. And they are going to punish people for not giving them what they feel they deserve.
Why is it when you do the right thing, you talk about real stuff, people want to say you trying to hurt them? I don't understand it. You know what? Look, does Nicki Minaj need y'all that fell off? Probably not. Does she care? Probably not. Is she talking about real things? Yeah. You guys want to keep people in a box. She's talking about this. She's rapping about this. Keep her in that box. She can't be nothing more. You know? But y'all wasn't saying that about these celebrities that was standing up for the left, that was dancing, that was preaching, that was trying to use their celebrity status to push whatever agenda that they was doing. See, it's wrong when they do it for the side that you don't want to be a part of. That's the funny thing. What was the talk about Cardi B doing this? Megan Thee Stallion, Beyonce, all these people that was supporting the left. You guys wouldn't say nothing then. That's the problem. You always gonna get more hate when you doing the right thing and when you going against the grain. What I see Nicki Minaj doing is she going against the grain. Jeffree Star going against the grain. And you know what? I think they get more fans and they get more people when they do that. When you genuinely being yourself and you got some substance on top of your celebrity, there's nothing nobody can do to stop that. Hey, look, I always said, like Kanye said it the best. If they talking about you, good or bad, it doesn't matter. It's still good for you. And how many people talk about Nicki Minaj? And her messaging is getting pushed through that. Boys will be boys. We don't want Gavin Newsom. What are the things that she's talking about that was wrong in her speeches and her tweets going towards Gavin Newsom and her speech at Turning Point USA? Tell me what you didn't like that made it so bad for you to cancel Nicki Minaj. That's what I want to know. What is it that she did that was so bad that now you guys want to cancel her? If she would have did that at, you know, whatever Democrat party that they got, you guys would have been praising Nicki. But you gotta do what's right. And a lot of times doing what's right is going against the grain. And a lot of times people will fall off in the beginning. They said she lost 10 million people on Instagram, which is okay. She'll probably get 30 million, 40 million next year. Because the people that's falling off in your life, those are the people that's not supposed to be around you, that's not supposed to support you. Is she targeting a queer community? Absolutely not. But she just said boys need to be boys. See, the queer community, I feel like this. When you're young, you don't really have a choice on who you are. Either you're a boy or a girl. When you get 18, you get to be an adult. You get to actually understand these things. Then that's your choice. That's your choice. If you want to be gay, if you want to be queer, if you want to be bi, that is your choice. But what's happening is that what she's fighting against, and people don't understand, is that people are trying to change these kids when they're kids. They trying to make a boy into a girl while they young. That's the problem that we have here. See, y'all don't see that. They think, oh, no, it's the community that they trying to change. They trying to come into these kids. We have to protect our kids. If you are against protecting our kids, then something's wrong with you. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's always going to keep this thing rocking, keep this thing going. Appreciate the support. Keep the comments coming. Also, too, Go Getter Patreon coming soon. It's going to be great. Also, what else we got? We got the Daily Show coming soon. That's going to be fun, too. Just going to continue to do this thing, push this thing. Understand that you got to put in the work. So there's going to be some days you don't want to do this, but you got to put it in the work because the results will show in the future. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.